2025 wasn't the best year for LEGO Harry Potter. This year's releases certainly had their ups and downs, and if you want to hear my personal picks for the top 10 best sets of the year, go check out last week's video. And because September is considered Back to Hogwarts by LEGO, and the start of fall is also considered Harry Potter season quote-unquote by many fans, I figured it was time to double down on another Wizarding World video. Additionally, believe it or not, I've actually never done a countdown list for Harry Potter minifigures. That honestly kind of shocked me. I just assumed I had in the past, but nope. So this is a special day, y'all. You get to join me for the inaugural Harry Potter minifigure list. So without further ado, here are my picks for the top 10 best LEGO Harry Potter minifigures of 2025. The only rules are very simple. Number one, it just has to be an official Harry Potter minifigure from LEGO themselves, so nothing custom. And number two, the minifigure has to be brand new in 2025, so a reissued figure does not count. For example, the Professor Snape minifigure that I really love from set number 76441 Hogwarts Castle Dueling Club is not eligible for this list because it is a 2024 minifigure, even though it came in a 2025 set. Makes sense? Now let's dive into the countdown. Number 10, Professor Kettleburn from set number 76454 Hogwarts Castle The Main Tower. If you're currently scratching your head wondering who on earth is Professor Kettleburn, I don't really blame you because he's actually not in the movies. He is mentioned by name in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Dumbledore refers to him at the opening announcements at Hogwarts because of his retirement to go live with his remaining limbs. And LEGO does depict the fact that he's missing some limbs, with the minifigure giving him a peg leg. Hagrid obviously takes his job in The Prisoner of Azkaban, but I thought it was really cool that LEGO included this very obscure character in a set. And that's something I love getting in various themes like Harry Potter, Marvel, Star Wars, etc. Give me the weird, strange, bizarre, deep cuts from the lore, and Professor Kettleburn is definitely a great example of that. The minifigure's details aren't anything incredible, but they look pretty good for the most part, and it's just a fun minifigure to get from this collection. Number 9, Neville Longbottom from set number 76454 Hogwarts Castle The Main Tower. Two figures from my personal favorite Harry Potter set of the year to begin this list, and I really like this Neville figure for one reason. These are the pajamas he wears in that iconic scene when he stands up to his friends, which eventually won Gryffindor the House Cup. The rest of the figure is relatively plain so far as Harry Potter minifigures go, but come on man, that's an iconic scene and Neville got Gryffindor over the top, so that's pretty hype. Number 8, Aberforth Dumbledore from set number 76457 Hogsmeade Village Collector's Edition. Frankly, I was frustrated with the minifigures included with this Hogsmeade set. It has some okay ones, but most of them are relatively boring if you ask me, and there's only one other figure from that set that I actually really like, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But Aberforth Dumbledore here, again, somewhat of an obscure character, although he does actually appear in the films, and it's just nice getting him in this set with some really good detail. I don't have that much else to say, I just like that we're getting a lot more representation for the Deathly Hallows movies from LEGO, and Aberforth was a welcome addition to the Hogsmeade Village set, and it makes a lot of sense for him to be included, and it also goes really well with the promo that came out with that set as well, that being the latest version of the Room of Requirements, so everything here just works for me. Number 7, Dudley Dursley from set number 76451 Privet Drive Aunt Marge's Visit. There aren't that many Dudley Dursley LEGO minifigures. I don't think LEGO gives his character a lot of attention for obvious reasons. There aren't that many scenes they could represent with him. However, I think this is probably my favorite Dudley figure they've ever done, mainly because of the torso print with that goofy looking apron. That is hilarious and just showcases the pampered, privileged lifestyle Dudley has in the Harry Potter universe. I love that. Additionally, that silly hairpiece works really well for this character. I'm a big fan of this Dudley fig. Number 6, Katie Bell from set number 76457 Hogsmeade Village Collector's Edition. Like I mentioned when I talked about Aberforth Dumbledore, there's one other figure from the Hogsmeade Village set that I really liked, and that is Katie Bell. I'm kind of surprised LEGO actually made her into a minifig because her big moment in the Half-Blood Prince is really dark and frankly kind of scary, and LEGO represented that quite well with this crazy facial expression and giving her that hairpiece they've used on some Disney characters in the past to basically represent that scene where she's like flying in midair. That's a scary scene to replicate in LEGO, and I'm proud of the LEGO group for actually giving us this minifigure in a proper format. I really like it. Number 5, Luna Lovegood from set number 76453, Malfoy Manor. Luna Lovegood is one of my personal favorite Harry Potter minifigures. I had a crush on her growing up, obviously, and she just has some of the kookiest, most fun, eccentric outfits in the entire franchise, and this one is no exception. The kind of lavender colored overalls look great. The hairpiece choice was fantastic as well. No, this isn't quite as iconic as some of her Half-Blood Prince outfits, like the outfit she wears at the Slug Club or the one on the Hogwarts Express at the beginning of the film, but this one still looks really good, and I love getting all the Luna representation we can get. Number 4, Harry Potter from set number 76453, Malfoy Manor. I felt like I had to include at least one Harry Potter minifigure in today's video because it is a Harry Potter top 10 figures list after all. That being said, most of the Harry Potter figures LEGO makes these days are fairly repetitive, let's be honest. They've done most of what they can with this character. However, every now and then they give us a new variant of Harry Potter that makes me very happy, and this Malfoy Manor is no exception to that because of one specific thing, and that's his face print. This represents the disguise Hermione uses on him with the spell, and it looks so funny and great and accurate. I just love that detail. Weird double-sided faces are kind of a staple of the Harry Potter theme, dating all the way back to the original double-sided face from LEGO with the Professor Quirrell minifigure in 2001, so having another iconic double-sided face here in 2025 is just great to see. And the torso print here was pretty good too. That could be used for some sig figs as well. That's a nice one. So overall, even though most Harry Potter minifigures are repetitive these days, I actually really like this one quite a bit. Number 3, Dobby from set number 76453, Malfoy Manor. Man, good on the Malfoy Manor for giving us, in my opinion, the strongest minifigure lineup from LEGO Harry Potter here in 2025. That's 3 figures in a row for this set, and this Dobby is, in my opinion, the best minifigure from this set. The dual molded short legs are a great touch. I love that head mold they introduced in 2018 for Dobby. That looks fantastic, and his torso is really good as well. Additionally, this is a great sequence for Dobby. I love how he can interact with the chandelier as a play feature in this set, and kind of like Katie Bell, this replicates a really dark scene for the character. If you haven't seen the Deathly Hallows Part 1, I'm not gonna get into it, but you all know. And I had to admit some of my personal bias here. I just freaking love Dobby. I think LEGO Dobby minifigures have looked great ever since the beginning, and I love this one too. It's one of the best Harry Potter figures of the year. Number 2, Gilderoy Lockhart from set number 76441, Hogwarts Castle Dueling Club. Trust me, if that Snape minifigure I mentioned earlier in this video was a new figure in 2025, it would have ranked highly on this list as well. I love that Snape, but this Lockhart figure was new, and I think this is such a good version of this character. I love the outfits they gave Gilderoy Lockhart in the Chamber of Secrets, and Kenneth Branagh embodied that character so well in the film. And this outfit in particular just has so much fun detail and good colors, and LEGO did a great job with it, down to the glove. The torso print, the molded cape, I'm not huge on. I prefer the cloth capes, but it still looks pretty good in that really nice minty green color. And the facial expression of the figure just perfectly captures Gilderoy Lockhart's smug expressions. This figure looks great. It's definitely the best version of this character I think they've ever done. I love it so much. But there's one minifigure, well, kind of 2 minifigures, we'll talk about that in just a second, that are better than Gilderoy Lockhart here in 2025. And that figure is number 1, Marge Dursley from set number 76451, Privet Drive, Aunt Marge's Visit. The Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite Harry Potter movie. There are so many iconic moments in that film. One of the best scenes, the opening scene really, of the entire picture is when Aunt Marge comes to visit, and LEGO had never made her into a figure until now. In this set, we get the normal version of Aunt Marge, a slightly more plain figure, but looks really good with a great torso print, a great face print, and a really good choice for her hairpiece. We also get her bulldog, just such an amazing part inclusion. But the figure that specifically got this at number 1 is the big fig rendition of her all inflated after Harry Potter uses magic on her in a fit of rage. And oh my good horrendous. I cannot believe that they made this into a minifigure. This scene is hysterical in the film, and the figure is just as hysterical as you could possibly imagine. The part choices were really creative. Using the small little dome piece for her head at the top was great, and then using Hagrid's arms but flipped a different way was so creative. I appreciate how this figure used existing elements creatively but made a convincing looking blown up Aunt Marge. It's hilarious to look at while still being trademark Lego. I love this figure. It's so much fun, it's so goofy, and it's just one of the best figures of the year, Harry Potter aside. Which is why I have literally no doubt in my mind that Aunt Marge, the inflated version from Aunt Marge's Visit set, is the best Lego Harry Potter minifigure of 2025. And there you have it, y'all. Those are my picks for the top 10 best Lego Harry Potter minifigures of the year. What are your personal favorite minifigures from this year? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. God bless. Bye-bye.